killer, but I look kind of like a pedophile. I just like I ate like ice cream
No.
or a butt.
Yeah.
And then I just got...
Definitely a butt.
I just tried.
No doubt. All right. Welcome back.
Yeah, I can't grow a mustache.
No,
Sorry.
it doesn't look good.
And welcome back. You take something away from me. That's going to be dangerous.
It says made in Indonesia, but it's from Jamaica.
Right by the beach.
Right by the beach.
Did you go to Jamaica?
No, that was another one of my dad's gifts.
It's just like wrote it in your face and he went to Jamaica?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a cool gift. I would play with that a lot. So if you're thinking of ideas for my birthday, it is coming up.
Okay, no problem. Here, happy birthday.
Nice. No, I don't like it. It needs to be wrapped. Let's do it right.
I only wrap things for my best friends. And when I called you this week, I was highly disappointed when I found out that
Shocker.
I was not yours.
Yeah, no.
And
That's a solid no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's not even like an offense to you.
well,
but
it's very offensive to
there
me.
are better people on this earth.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. It might sound like it hurts, but if you met these people, you'd be like, or at least one, if you met my best friend, you'd be like, oh, okay, like that's good people.
I don't know. I already don't like him because he took my spot. Like,
There's no spot to be taken.
yeah.
You got in line. You jumped some people.
right.
As I said.
All right. So if something miraculously happens to your friend, like he just
Yeah,
disappeared
you're
like a
not number
KBG.
two.
Okay.
You're still not
How
number
many
two.
people? How
As
many?
I said, if I got married, you would be a groomsman, but it would be a big wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many?
A lot of groomsmen.
I want you to go through this right now before we get into any
No.
topics.
I want to-
you to be serious too.
Jokingly,
Uh
probably 8,
huh. Uh huh.
but seriously, 9, 10. Got him. Yes.
All right.
No, you'd be in there in the crowd with everyone else. Again, got him. Boom. Drop the mic. No,
Like what? Like seriously, what number? 8? That's where you're sticking me
you're
at.
really harping.
I am.
I'm gonna. You'd be like 5. I'd have to. Well, not that I wouldn't. Never mind.
What? No, spill it. This is a place. This is open.
No, I'm saying like if I got married and this person I'm marrying has like a brother, I would include him in there.
You have to.
So
You have to. It's choice.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So.
But he doesn't have to be at the front.
No. He wouldn't be at first.
Yeah. So, I
already have a true blue.
All right,
Sorry,
so-
it ain't happening.
no, but I'd be number 5.
Yeah, probably.
No way to make number 4 or top 3.
I didn't grow up with you, so no.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It's all people I grew up with.
All right. After 20, am I your best friend? After 20 years old, after your 20-year-old birthday, am I your best friend after that?
No. You mean of like people I've met?
After 20.
Are
yeah.
you like?
Yeah.
Are you like?
So I might not be category number
First of
1,
all-
but am I best
first of all,
friend in
dude,
category
you met me
number
at
2?
25, so I don't know why you would start with 20.
Because you don't really meet a lot of people when you're 20, and you do, but you don't. I mean, like, it's not like some of those are but like it's normally like either like a year out of high school, but then that's normally where your friendship kind of thing stops because then you start working.
Do you not? Oh, well.
And then you got like work friends, like people that you consider, but you don't really like know like personal. Like I know like more things about you than I probably should, as do you me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So
These guys know more.
I'm sure they do because they've known. I'm saying out of that category. So you have it's like category 1 is like from when you're 1 until you're 20 years old. And then category 2 is from when you're 20 to 40. And then category 3 is when you're from 40 till you die.
So from 20 to now is what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I'm not allowed to include my friends that were already on that
The
list.
category? No, this is category 2.
So this is
a whole new list of best friends. Am I number 1 in that list?
No. You're 2, I think. I think you're 2. Yeah, unless I'm not thinking of everyone, which wouldn't make them a very good friend.
Right. Exactly.
But yeah, you're okay. I'll give you 2.
Yeah.
Does that make you feel better?
No, it doesn't. I still want to be number 1.
you're not
I mean,
number
I'm
1.
good, but why can't I be number 1 in category 2?
Because I met a friend of mine, AT, through a friend when I was like 22, 21. He moved up here he's from Wisconsin. He went to school with the guy I'm with right now. I'm with the guy I live with right now. Hey, what's up?
It already came out. So
sorry.
it's not a big
Spill the
deal.
beans.
Yeah.
They met at Arizona State, and then he moved in with us for a few years. Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
That's all right.
You're number 2.
All right.
He's like a unicorn.
I guess I'm just weird. Since I moved around all the time, I have like a bunch of best friends. I guess like every friend, like you're my friend, you're like my best friend.
Or do you just have yeah, you're like it's the stalker chick.
But I would do anything for any of them.
Do you like me?
Right?
Yeah, but would they do it for you?
Yeah.
That's what you gotta think. That's how you gotta think about a friend.
Right.
Like I would do anything for all my
like
close
core,
friends.
this like core group of friends. I think, the people I would consider like best friends and not friends, I think they're ride or die, right? You know?
Oh, no, ride or die. I mean, unless you're in like my top 3, you're probably
no. Hey, man, can you come over today and help me move my fridge?
No,
yeah, dude, no problem. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
I just think you're easy target too. That's why people.
Sure. Yeah.
You'll do anything.
Yeah. No, I got caught doing that. That was it. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Tell me about that.
I've never done that once or twice. Not never.
Not once or twice.
Jim Norton bit.
Oh.
Opie and Anthony.
That's why it wasn't funny.
It was great. It's the greatest radio show of all time. Undisputed.
Really?
No doubt. No doubt.
Howard Stern doesn't take that?
No. I mean, people would say, he's number 1. But like.
Or.
He's the Godfather for sure. No doubt. You can't take that away from Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Without Howard Stern, it probably wouldn't have been Opie and Anthony.
Yeah, so he's number 1.
Right. But just because he was the first to do it doesn't make him the best. Metallica is not the greatest metal band of all time.
Is he still doing it?
Huh?
First of all, Metallica wasn't the first metal band.
I mean, they were pretty much pioneers.
Is Metallica still putting out hits at like Howard Stern's still the number 1 radio?
Yeah, but nobody. I mean, it's only because people there's like hardcore group of fans, but like people that like have listened since the 80s and 90s, the show would not. It's not the same show.
True, but if we say, like I said, Metallica, if they were put out a new album, they don't have all those same fans from the 80s and 90s.
No, they do, and people still buy them. But
yeah, but they don't hit number 1. Like
the Black Album still sells like 1 million albums a year. You know, and now it's 1990.
Well,
and that's all the songs you hate.
Yeah. Either way, I never enjoyed Opie and Anthony or anything like that. I'm sorry if they hear this and hits you guys. Sorry.
Well, we had an interview to be on their network, Anthony's network, but no, I'm just kidding. No,
obviously
that'd be sick.
Be out by yourself and do that.
You wouldn't come?
You would do all the in-person meetings.
Well, it'd probably be Skype. I don't think he wants to meet anybody.
You would do all the in-Skype meetings.
You wouldn't do it on Skype?
No, I'm behind the scenes.
You're right there.
I'm the financial.
I could touch you.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Yeah. It's been, did you work in the city this week?
Luckily, I did not.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot, but I got phone calls from people asking if like, are you okay? Are you in DC? And stuff like that, which I appreciate. But no, I was way far away. So, and I didn't even hear about it until I got home from work. So it was like 3:00.
Really?
I guess I got home. Yeah. Cause like I'm working all the way in Indian Head. So it's like,
we don't talk about where you work at, but
well, it's the area of Indian Head.
Right.
So,
there's like one thing there though.
There's a lot of shops down there. They're really putting in houses down there. Anyway, so my phone doesn't work really well down there because it's in the middle of fucking nowhere. Yeah. So no, I just worked. I went home, flipped on the TV, and I was like, oh snap! I actually got a phone call from my sister, and she was like, "Do you see what's going on TV?" Or no, she hit me up. She was like, "Are you in DC?" I was like, "No." And she was like, "Are you sure you're not in DC?" She said, I was like playing around or something. And she's like, "See what's going on TV?" No. So I turned it on and I was like, motherfuckers. Like, wow. That was like right when they like stormed it. Like, wild.
Yeah. Not much to know what to do when they got in there though.
Well, this is going to be, a lot of people have their own views and you're more than welcome to have your views. But I think like a lot of people were saying like they should have been shot. Like a lot of people should have been shot. Do you agree with that? Like if you stormed the Capitol, you would expect to be fucking
one person,
down, right?
Yes, but not thousands of people. They were way underarmed, and they wouldn't have been able to take on everybody. It'd have been a bloodbath, and nobody wants that on their hands. But if somebody's driving a car too close to the White House, you're going to get shot.
Well, when you have all those people like that, you're not going to have to shoot all of them. You know how that works out. Like,
sure, people are going to scatter.
That,
right?
and that's what happened.
And people get trampled, and
But I was trying to express that, like, I think at least in my view, the reason like a lot of people didn't get shot and it didn't reach that point was because I think it's really hard for Americans to want to like hurt and fire on Americans,
right?
And that I think being mostly white had a part to do with it.
Sure.
But I think as like a main statement, I think it's harder just to open fire on Americans than it would be like a terrorist organization hitting at the Capitol or something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't think they were prepared for it, and it's very hard to put those people in that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're going to try and hold you back and be like, listen, guys, if you want to protest, you can go this far. And then they went this far, and then they're like, oh, they're smashing fucking windows. Then they got inside.
That's what got me the most. Not that the windows got smashed, but just how easy they got smashed out.
They're old windows, dude.
Dude,
you know how
no. I know. We worked in those buildings, but like, you know, after 9/11, a lot of buildings in the DC area, especially the federal buildings and the high security federal buildings, got like blast proof windows. And I thought for sure the Capitol was one of those blast proof windows buildings. You know what I mean? Like, we've been in there. We know what's in there.
Yeah.
You know, we know what, like, hideaways and stuff they got. It's pretty elaborate. But the fact that those windows just got knocked out by a folding chair was like, oh, and it went out like plexiglass. I was like, that's interesting, right? And then, but like, I think, you know, no, I don't agree with any kind of violence, right? Mm-hmm. For any matter, for any cause or whatever. Nobody should go out. You should be able to go protest and not lose your life. I think that's how you should be able to do it. Mm-hmm. Yes, you get out of hand. Some heads need to be cracked, right? Because like, we can't have lawlessness in the streets, right? It's just unheard of, because innocent people get hurt, and it's just not fair to everybody else, right? So it could have been a lot different. It could have been a bloodbath. If that would have been the White House, it would have been a bloodbath. The Capitol Police, we worked in those buildings. There's nothing but professionalism, but they don't play. Like, how many times have you pushed a cart through the wrong entryway and been like, what are you doing? Like, I'm sorry, you know, but it's very strict. It's very strict. And the fact that it did happen like that, what I was surprised at was when that first crowd of people showed up and that, like, the first barrier got broken, there was like 5 cops there. Well, that was it. You know, which I thought was surprising. Now, if the crowd came from nowhere, I wasn't there. I don't know. Yeah. If the crowd came from nowhere, how do you control that area when you had more of the cops on the side where more people were?
Well, apparently they went from the White House, like Pennsylvania Ave, and walked, you know, past. I guess they'd be walking past like the African American Museum and then up the mall.
Right.
Like, that's what you would take. So they just went straight up the mall.
Yeah.
And like, that amount of people and that crowd and the barriers they had were just like the post ones that are just like hook into each other. Like, that wasn't stopping that. But I think they were like, all right, maybe we'll let them get a little closer, which they shouldn't have done. They should have.
I saw cops like fighting people, like pushing them off the barrier, which is no problem with that. That's fine. But then, like, when the other people got around, because the cops came and started fighting the other people that were fighting, and the people just walked by and the cops just stopped fighting and just started walking towards the front door. But nobody was running. Nobody was like, the videos that I saw. I mean, there was areas where like people were getting rowdy, and then they decided, hey, they're going to take, everybody's there. And then they decided they were going to bum rush in, you know, and that one woman got shot or whatever. And
the Air Force.
Yeah, she did like 4 tours in Iraq or whatever.
4 tours.
It's sad. It's sad. But like, you can't bust into the Senate.
That doesn't
That's the
change
serious
the fact
part.
of what you're doing.
Right. Yeah.
You can serve 20 years. You can do whatever. If you break the law and you take it that far, you have a chance to get shot.
Yeah.
Like, that's.
Yeah. Right.
Like.
You don't listen to what they're saying.
Yeah.
You're going to get shot.
You still have to respect it. You have to understand that you have your own ideas and what you think should be right, but there's laws for a reason. And like, just because you think something's unfair, like, sorry, eat shit. That's the law.
But nothing got burned. No. Nothing got damaged. All the statues are still there. Yeah. I think it was bad. It wasn't. I'm not saying whatever. Like, I don't get when politicians like condemn something. Do you understand? I mean, I know what they mean by it.
I completely understand.
But like acts like that, I feel like you don't have to come out and condemn it.
No,
right?
I think you do. I think everyone understands, but obviously they don't, because there was a shitload of people there.
I mean, he was kind of like hitting both sides with it, though. Trump was.
He was hitting one side with it.
No, he would say it and then like contradict himself in like the next sentence.
His whole fucking whole presidency.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
If it was any other country, it would be hilarious. But it's our country, so it's not funny.
It's funny. It's funny.
If it was any other country, it'd be fucking
like
fun to watch.
Before COVID came, the rest of the world was protesting. Do you remember? Beijing protested for like 6 months for workers' rights.
Yeah, they're getting paid shit. They have rights to the protest.
I understand. But it got violent. It was like 6 weeks of like violent protests in Beijing.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No, I can't speak on this. I don't remember it.
You need to look it up, dude. It was a huge for like 6 months. And then France, they had the Yellow Vest Party.
Yeah, but that was like
workers' rights also.
That was like 2 years ago.
No, it was a year. Those two happened at the same time. But the French kind of got what they wanted and kind of backed off. But as soon as COVID hit, that's when the Beijing thing stopped. Like they didn't go out and protest anymore. And then so it's like, but then like we have it here. We didn't have any protests. It was quiet. Like we've had protests in the past, you know, before the COVID thing, but it really wasn't like. It wasn't like that, like violent. It wasn't. It was until the Floyd thing happened, right? Whoa. And then it got violent, right? And then like Black Lives Matter came out, and then they, you know, even in DC in like November when that happened, and Black Lives Matter had that movement, they burnt down that church. They caught that church on fire, and then the cops had to kick them out of that hotel because they bum rushed that hotel. You remember?
Yeah, but
so. I just think that yes, they broke into the Capitol. Yes, it was a national embarrassment that happened, right? And it's embarrassing.
It's unprecedented.
Those people, the people that made the pictures, are the guy dressed like the Braveheart dude. You know what I mean? And then like a couple meth heads they had up in there or whatever, and a guy carries a Confederate flag through the fucking. Yeah, it's stupid.
Way
right?
to be.
Yeah, all right.
A losing team.
Absolutely.
Way to be.
You're fucking dumb. You know what I mean? But you know, Nancy Pelosi's desk wasn't burnt. You know, none of the statues got ripped down.
No, but the fact they were in her office on her seat with their
funny.
Feet posted up. Is it?
It is.
See, I don't think that shit's funny.
Why? Yeah.
Because they rushed the Capitol, busted.
They didn't even touch her hand sanitizer that was on her desk. There's like nothing's messed up.
It's the act.
You know,
when
CNN posted videos yesterday, pictures of like the Capitol being rioted, right? And like the worst picture was an office where there's papers all over the ground. The rest of them, like even when they showed all the people inside the rotunda where all the statues are, it was everybody was inside the felt line and they were walking. They were inside the ropes. They didn't even get outside of the ropes where you're not allowed to walk. They stayed on the carpet.
So someone broke in like the Holocaust Museum and like went into the offices and threw papers all around. Like,
would you call it a riot?
If they bum rush, if thousands of people were outside the building chanting and cheering, and then a fair amount of them broke into the building and then stormed it and threw shit all around, you wouldn't call that a riot?
In one area?
No, they fucking went throughout the whole Capitol. They went to other people's offices. That
wasn't the pictures I saw. Okay. But Nancy Pelosi's office wasn't destroyed.
If they have access to her office, there's like it's like a corridor of offices.
There was nobody like took a shit on her desk.
Just because there's no pictures doesn't mean like other stuff getting thrown around. But regardless,
it was a pretty wide shot. I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm not saying her office wasn't destroyed. Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah,
I wasn't there. I was working.
Just lace out.
You didn't even notice my sweatshirt. I got a patch.
Whatever.
You know what it covers up?
Your nipples?
No.
Yeah, I know. We talked about this already. On the phone.
We're going to take this into part 2, I guess, right? Do you want to? Or are you done talking about it?
Talk about whatever you want, homie.
No, we got 51 seconds left.
What are we going to do?
I mean, we can like keep talking about like whatever until we start the next episode and kick back up. Where did we end off of though? So we know where to start at again. Because
you saying you hate the Jews. You said you wouldn't mind if people went in there and looted and rioted. And you said it wouldn't be a problem. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Guy hates Jews.
I don't. No, I don't. Why would you say that?
Well,
I love all people.
Really?
Yeah.
All people?
Yeah.
I got love everybody?
Yeah. Everybody.
There's no one you hate?
No.
Really?
Just you. That's it. Only you for not being my best friend.
Well, it's your
Even
fault.
in category 2. How is that my
Someone
fault?
should look at what they're not doing and try and improve themselves.
I don't. If I have to go that route,
apparently I'm your best friend. And
I don't want to do it.